Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you are a returning viewer. So today what I have for you guys is this install on this beautiful 30-inch water wave wig that is perfect for the summertime, you guys. So if you guys would like to see how I installed it, keep on watching. So firstly, I'm taking my bald cap and I'm stretching that around my head, trying to get it, you feel me, as wide as possible because that's what gets it nice and flat. And then I'm going to take my scissors, cut around my ears so that we can get started with this spray because I like to use spray for my bald cap. Glue, it just is more messy. Spray is less messy. So I'm using my Ebon Wonder Lace Spray in the Extra Mega Ho. This is the black can, and I'm spraying that all around my hairline, you feel me. This is all to ensure we got a bald cap, you know what I'm saying? Because, but I mean, you don't have to do a bald cap, but I prefer to do bald caps. Like, I don't know, I feel like when you don't do a bald cap and you install wigs, which I do, you can still see the cap. And with the bald cap, when it's laying flat on your head and you have the makeup on, it's so seamless. So I do recommend to actually do the bald cap for the most natural results. But yeah, so now that is blow dried, I blow dried it on a high cool setting, which on the Ebon Wonder Lace Spray can, it gives you the instructions to do it on a cool high setting. But yeah, now I'm taking my scissors and I'm cutting all of the excess cap off, and I'm stretching it out because I don't want it to be too far down on my head because yeah, I don't want to take my whole forehead the fuck away. But yeah, so I'm just cutting all of that off. Continuing with this bald cap, I'm going to take my Ruby Kisses Cream Foundation in the color RD15 and this foundation brush, and I'm just going to press all of that makeup, okay, into this cap to ensure, like, I mean, right where the cap ends, I'm pressing the foundation there so that it can really give scalp. And then I'm just spreading it out around all the way, but I really like to focus it around the perimeter of the cap. But for my actual lace on the wig, I used this lace blend in the shade Honey Lace Tint by the wig dealer. She had sent this to me, thanks so much. And y'all, it worked really well. And I was not going to use this lace tint, but I was like, I need to, because when I was bleaching these knots, I was kind of nervous. I don't know why. I was so like anxious when it came to this wig. I think it's because I wanted it to come out really good. So I ended up under bleaching the knots, and I'm like, bruh, this has to blend. So I used the lace tint, but then I added a little bit of that RD15 cream foundation, and it was the perfect blend. Like, you can even tell that I did not bleach my knots like all the way to the T. But now that the wig is on, I just hot combed all the hairs back because it gives it a more cleaner look once installed. And I'm taking my Cifro rubbing alcohol and I'm just cleaning off my skin with this napkin. It is important to clean off your skin, y'all, because if you don't, it's not going to stick. And I've been getting a lot of questions about when to apply the lace after the glue is on. It has to be tacky, not dry, not wet, but tacky. And when I say tacky, I mean sticky. So you can take your finger or even the tool that you're using to apply the glue and just press it on it and see when it's sticky, and that'll tell you that it's ready to be applied. And then on top of that, you don't want to just do 2 layers, bro. 2 layers is not going to cut it. You want to do 3, 4, 5 and up, okay? But yeah, as you can see, and on also a lot of instructions with lace glue, it says to apply a thin layer. Oh my gosh, I'm stuttering. But y'all be using a whole lot of glue. I'm telling y'all, y'all do not need that much. That is also why it takes so long to dry, and then it won't get tacky. Use a thin amount. But in this install, I used 4 layers, blow dried it on a high cool setting. And yeah, as you guys can see, I'm just trying to spread it out the best way that I can and make it look seamless. Like, I'm really trying to follow this bald cap because I look bald. Like, y'all can see that. I'm trying to place this wig exactly where it should be. Like, my eyes be so stuck in the mirror because I be focused, as y'all should too. Be very focused for the best outcome. But yeah. My bad, y'all. I didn't tell what glue I was using. I was using Ghost Bond Platinum glue, but I'm done with that goddamn glue. I have switched over. You guys will see in my next tutorial that I use a different glue. You guys will just have to see. But yeah, because it don't be sticking like that. It's hot outside and I do not have time for my lace to be getting gooey and gummy because of the hot ass sun. But yeah, I just applied this wig to my head. I'm pressing it down with my finger so that it can really stay stationed and melt into the glue. And I'm taking my elastic band and I'm just going to tie that around and let it sit, and in the meantime style this hair. So I love using my hot comb, if you guys know. If you don't, but yeah, y'all, love using my hot comb. As you can see, I'm going in real time and I'm just slowly using the hot comb to press out these hairs, because the way that it's plucked and the way that you pluck your wigs, period, it just looks clean when you hot comb that hairline. It makes it look so natural. So I like to hot comb it while the elastic band is on before I actually style it. So now I'm creating my part. This was a 13x4 lace, so I did go for a deep C type, you feel me, curved parting, and I want it to be super deep and towards the side. So I just took some of that heat protecting serum spray just to get the hair flat and for the heat to have something to process through, if that makes sense, so that I can, you know, really get this hair flat, get this parting flat. So the part is there and taken care of. I took off the elastic band and now I'm using my eyebrow razor to cut off this lace in a zigzag motion. Also, you guys, if you apply your wigs a lot, I do recommend stacking up on eyebrow razors if that's what you cut your lace with, because they be getting dull, and when they're dull, it's not as good to like cut lace off with. Like, it just works a lot smoother when you have a fresh razor, and they're only like $1.99. So yeah, because I'd be mad when it's time for me to install a wig and I'd be like, damn, my freaking my razor is dull because it don't cut as good. But yeah, so I just got done cutting that and now I'm trying to part out my baby hairs. I knew that I wanted to have them have a fluffy vibe to them, so I wanted them to be a little thicker. So yeah, those are the baby hairs that I pulled out. Also, plucking this wig was a little bit difficult because I didn't bleach the knots that well, so it was hard to like pluck it because I was plucking away black knots, like it wasn't giving scalp. But it turned out looking really good. Like, I'm actually proud of how this install came out, because one, the wig was kind of too big for my head, and then the knots not being bleached, I was worried, but she came out really cute. So yeah, y'all, I'm just pulling out all of my baby hairs. I clipped the ones on the side away because they was all up in my face. But yeah, I'm just making sure everything is even on both sides, hot combing the baby hairs so that they can lay flat and look as natural. So I wanted this to lay even more, not even lay more flat, what am I talking about? But give even more scalp, because like I was saying, I didn't bleach the knots that well, and I wanted to make sure it was seamless, like none of those dots was visible. So I took some more of that RD15 cream foundation in that makeup brush, and I am just patting that over the lace, and it definitely helped. I put my elastic band back on to give it even more scalp. Y'all feel me? You know, we have to use the elastic band twice throughout the install. It's a process. But yeah, I just used my Lustrous Renutrients wax stick, and I am flattening out this hair even further so that, you know, it can be nice and flat. I like when my curly hair is flat. I don't know about y'all, but I like when the top is super flat. So I'm just pressing through the hair really good. I did this for at least 10 minutes, bro. Like, I was really trying to make sure it was looking flat, using the product over and over again, at least twice. But boom, y'all, it was giving scalp. I was so shocked, y'all. I was like, oh my god, because it definitely was not giving this at first. Like, before I put this wig on, it was not looking like it was going to give scalp. But enough of that. I'm taking my eyebrow razor and I am shaving off these baby hairs, keeping them pretty long. And I like to cut it off one by one after I do it once, just because it makes it look more natural, in my opinion, having them kind of sporadically in just different lengths. But yeah, so boom, this is how we are looking before we curl them. It's giving scalp, it's giving flat on the baby hairs. But yeah, I like to curl upwards, and I'm using my Kiss 1/2-inch pencil flat iron. You guys can find this at your local beauty supply store or even on Amazon or anywhere else online if you search it up. I'm not sure, but yeah, I like to curl upwards for the baby hairs in the front, and then on my sideburns I like to curl them under. It just gives it a different vibe for the sideburn. I don't know, but yeah, that's how I like to curl them. I applied a small amount of Got2b glue gel in the black bottle, and I'm using the bottom of the edge brush. I like to use the comb side to get it nice and crispy. I don't know why I'm stuttering all of a sudden. I was doing so good, but yeah, so I kind of wanted to have like 2 different baby hair swoops, if that makes sense. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I did curl these 2 pieces separately. So yeah, I was trying to form them into each other, but still having the one in the front kind of swooped over it. So yeah, that's the vibe I was going for. And in order to achieve stuff like this, if you're using gel, you don't want to use a lot of gel, because then it's not going to leave the fluffiness from flat ironing them at the bottom there. It's just going to take it away and leave it looking flat. So just be mindful and don't use a good and a lot amount of gel if you want to achieve fluffy baby hairs, especially because once they wear out, they will look super fluffy. But if you use a lot of gel, it's just going to look a little crusty and very uniform. But yeah, I'm swooping, trying to get these sideburns right with a little curl. And I saved the one in the middle for last because I didn't know exactly how I wanted it to look. Or yeah, I just didn't know how I wanted it to look. But now that I knew, I'm just swooping it. And the reason why I did it in the middle is because this wig was too big. It was a medium-sized cap and I agreed to it, so that's my bad. But I am usually a small cap, so like it was wrinkly in the front like before I installed it, so I knew after time it's going to be more wrinkly. So I was like, let me just put this little not sideburn, but baby hair in the front so that it won't look super crazy. But yeah, I hot combed it back. That's kind of the finished look when it comes to the styling portion of the hair of the lace. But now into this hair, I want to show you guys the true length of it. I am 4'11", so that's what it looks like on me. Like I said, it's 30-inch, 250% density, and I washed and conditioned this hair after I bleached the knots. So the hair texture was really pretty, and that's what I was showing you guys. It was so pretty. I didn't even really need to manipulate these curls. So I just wet the front of the hair and where like it was combed out from me styling it, and used a little bit of product, which was Auntie Jackie's Flawless Pudding Perfecting what is it, patent pudding perfecting cream, or whatever, y'all could read it. But yeah, I used literally a little bit just on the places that I wet so it can match the rest of the hair. And yeah, hot combing that again, making everything seamless and look put together. And I just shaved that little piece off because yeah, it was not intertwining with that. But yeah, it's looking all flat, it's looking all good, it's looking complete. But now I'm going to take my Ruby Kisses cream foundation in the shade 09. Oh, actually it was not 0 but 11. Oh my goodness. And this little makeup brush to make our part nice and clean and look very natural. And then I'm taking some more of that Icy Fantasia Heat Protecting Serum in my hot comb just to leave it, have a nice finishing touch, you know, looking nice and polished. But this is the end result. This is what the lace is looking like, the baby hairs, the hair in general. Yes, make sure to check the description box for all the information on this hair, and as well as information on me. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe to this channel, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, you know what I'm saying? Love y'all. Thanks y'all, and I'll see y'all in my next one.